Right, good morning, all my allotmenteers. Haven't filmed properly for a few weeks now. Pete and I have been busy, and if you've seen us over on TikTok, we were at Blackpool for a weekend, or Thursday to Sunday, which was really good. I've never been before, and it was such a typical English seaside town. I'd like to see more history, so we will go back, and I'd like to look up some more history and find places of history there and interest. But it was good. Anyway, so I'm back at the allotment because Pete left for work at 4:30 this morning, and he texted me and he said, "We've had a frost." I was like, no! Absolute panic stations. So I'm at the allotment. I didn't rush down at 4:30, obviously. I had a couple of cups of tea, and so yeah, just to survey any damage. But I don't know, so you'll have to tell me. Let me know what you think. So this is what I found. My first concern is my potatoes. Now I lost a whole load due to blight. I don't know, did I? Can you see in there? Does anything look worse for the wear? I'm going to pull this netting up, not off, up, because it's dipped a bit. And then I'm going to put some fleece, pin some fleece over the top, and hopefully that will protect it from the worst. My broccolis all look fine, which is really good. Really happy about that. Like I said, I'm not encouraging anything else or letting anything else get in there to eat my veg. And my Brussels, I think they're okay. Oh, you're a fly, that's okay. My Brussels, I think they're surviving. They don't seem to be growing very tall. A little bit, I don't know about that. Anyway, I think I've got a couple of leeks here that are just little, but they're growing. And then a ginormous leek here. You see it? Ginormous leek there. Just doing well. I think my carrots have survived okay in this frost. Well, who knows, it's only been one night, but I think so. I think they're doing okay. I don't know what that spindly thing is in the middle that I'm growing. I'll just leave it. I don't know. You know me. Let's plant anything and live in hope. Hope's always good. That I thought was a carrot, but a single carrot. It's actually fennel, and it's doing so well. Yeah, it's beautiful. Loving it. And I've got a couple of cabbages up there that seem to be okay. At that end, they seem to be okay. Like I said, I think my broccoli are doing lovely. I think. I don't know. I'm a novice. And then I've got some bits in here. So I've got my peas. They're my peas, which all look like they're doing okay. And this was French beans. No, these are the French beans, Provence beans. These were, can't remember what them beans were. Anyway, something's growing, so I'm just going to leave as is. So that's okay. Now this bed does have potatoes and onions in, and it would appear an awful lot of weeds or grass that's trying to grow. So I've got a row of potatoes at the back, a row of potatoes at the front, and then down the middle is onions. They can be spring onions apparently. I don't pull anything out. I suppose I could just pull the grass seeds, but I think it's grass. Don't know. Let's see what fleece I've got just to lay over the top of that for a few days till the weather picks up again. So I think tonight is going to be 2 degrees, which is not great, I suppose. This was my wildflower bed, needs a good weed, and I've bought some compost and some manure to put on there, and I'm going to put my asparagus in there when I've taken a little bit more in the pots at home. And this bed's ready for planting. This bed's ready for planting. This little bed's ready for planting. I don't know what they are, but they look lovely. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to look that up on my app. I mean, I've got some things at home. coming up in seeds, but now I'm too scared to put them in because of blooming frosts. Anyway, we'll see. So I'm going to dig the fleece out. I'm sure I've got it in the fridge. Shed. I think it'll be in the shed, not the fridge. And lay it over the top of that. Pull that tight and lay it over the top. See if that helps it. And then tomorrow Pete and I will be here doing some bits of DIY, and I'm in an iron about what we can do. We need some more frames built. I need to protect these things, but yeah, anyway, I'll get on with some bits and then I will show you what I've done at the end. Yeah, be easier. All right, speak soon, guys. Hi guys, so right, what have I done? I've brought in the bags of compost I had in a car. I've put some bags on the beds already. I'll show you in a minute. Found another bag of Enviro mesh, which is good. Excuse me. Now, I have a box full of this plain white paper. It's matte, it's not shiny, and it was used for packing. This is from a packing firm I used to pack glasses and cups. If I rip all that up, can I put it in my compost bin? Will it break down okay? That's my question of the day, because I don't know. So what have I done? I've emptied half a bag of compost into this bit of bed. Oh, you can see it better that way, where the potatoes, blight potatoes were. And tomorrow I think we're going to fill it with garlic and onions, I believe. Saturday, get peeled. Garlic and onions, yeah. Now I've put this fleece over, kept the netting on, the Enviro mesh on, put this fleece over my potatoes and whatnot under there. We haven't cut it, it's massive. I didn't cut it, I've just put it on, pegged it on. Will that help it? I'm sure it'll help it. Can't be any worse. We raked this little bit of bed. This is where we had our runner beans and cucumbers. We raked the big bed, and we raked that big bed. Pulled out all the old flowers from there, put them in a compost bin, filled it with one bag of compost, and tomorrow I'll bring down some manure, some well rotted manure for it, put that in. That's going to be our forever asparagus bed. We raked this end of this bed and put half a bag of compost on there. I've left the bags of compost out because my back can't take any more, basically. Pete's going to have to come down tomorrow and empty them out. Now, the potatoes that I was worried about. Can you see? I've put mulch on, and I've put mulch on in piles. Big piles on the potatoes where the potatoes are planted. So I'm hoping that will help them. And then down the middle, I have just scattered mulch. So that's where the onions are. And then obviously a bit extra around the edges, or the edges of the onion, should I say. I think tomorrow I will start pulling some of this grass and weeds up, because I know it is. I'm convinced it is. This is not a vegetable ground that I've planted. So I'll pull that up. So that's what I've done today. I'm glad it's nice and sunny today. I think the soil needed heating back up again. But yeah, so far so good. Oh, I didn't look up what that was, did I? I will look it up on my app just to see if it is a vegetable, because if it is a vegetable, it's staying. Yeah, I'll look that up and let you know. Right, okay guys, we will add some more to this tomorrow and Sunday, or tomorrow or Sunday. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, we're over on this is YouTube. We're over on TikTok, and again it's Plot Together 37B. Love you to join us. You get different content up there as well as Allotment. So yeah, but I hope this weekend stays this lovely and blue and sunny. I'm absolutely roasting, absolutely roasting. So it's good. Anyway, have a lovely day, have a lovely weekend, guys. Do send a message or comment or two. Let me know how your allotment was. Did the frost shock you? Shocked me, shocked me, shocked me, shocked me. Okay, right, speak soon, guys. Finish on the church. Bye.
Well, good morning, allotmenteers. And you're probably thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't Sarah. Oh well, Sarah unfortunately is at home. She got flu, so she's in bed feeling a little bit sorry for herself, and that's where she needs to be. She needs to get a little bit better. I've had it and passed it on to her, so you've got me today. So basically it's a brisk, cold Sunday morning, so we'll obviously warm ourselves up a little bit as we go on. And as you saw at the beginning of the clip, I've just brought some manure in, which I'm going to do. There's obviously not a lot we can do. We've got some of the plants still going, so I'll check them and we'll go through them with you. So it's getting to that time of year now. Well, things are slowing down slightly here, and there's not a lot of planting going on. We was going to get some onions and garlic in today, but that's really Sarah's territory, and she has a plan of where she wants to put them, so we'll do that when she's a little bit better and she's not full of cold. So I thought today we'd just do a bit of general tidying up. We've got the shed to clean out because it's in a bit of a mess, and we've got all this compost that's down here that's got to go into the shed. So we'll crack on with that and we'll get the shed tidied up, and then we'll have a look at the plants. I'll put a little bit in of me cleaning the shed up because it is a bit of a mess, and yeah, see what we get done today. Got a few tasks that Sarah's asked me to do. I've got to obviously I've got to fix this here because it's all leaning down, just check it, and she's asked me to go in and earth the potatoes up, so I'll need to do that as well. But I've got a strange feeling. Let me just see if I can. I've got a strange feeling. The potatoes are not looking good, but we'll have a look at those in a minute. Stay tuned to the video, and we'll look at the very sad-looking potatoes. Right, so let's get on with the shed. Right, so the order of the day is to get this very messy shed tidied up, because we just don't seem to have time during the summer when we're just digging and planting that. The shed unfortunately gets a little bit neglected, and we have definitely got a lot of things to do. We've obviously gone for our to-do list, so this is crack on, get all this tidied up so I can get all these bags that Sarah's dropped off and these bags into here nice and tidily. So the first thing we're going to do is going to take it all out, give it a good sweep out, and then go from there. So these are the things we have to contend with. All these spiders. I hate them. But I'm not going to kill them. Look at the size of that thing. That's a big spider. So there you have it. We've put the time lapse in, nice and tidy now. Got all the compost and manure in there. Just got to sort out this area over here with these. I think I'm going to put these on the side of the shed. I've got an idea with that. And we just got to put the stuff back in nice and tidy. But we've got a lot more room in there. It's a lot more tidy. Yeah, Sarah will like it, keep her happy. Well, she's always happy, but it's nice to do things and, you know. Apart from the spiders, as I showed you. Not a lover of spiders. Anyway, we'll get the rest of this stuff in, and that's another job done on the allotment. There's all these little jobs you have to do, other than just, you know, tending to your veg. So these winter months are good times to get these sort of jobs done. And because we've only the first year in, we wanted to get straight into that. This got a little bit neglected, but we're getting there. Right, lovelies. I'll show you the veg for this week. You can see the Brussels sprouts. There's a lot of weeds in there. They seem to be doing okay. They seem to have a lot of flies on them, I think. We'll see how they get on. Seem to be doing okay. Brussels seem to be coming on there. And down here we got the let's see if you can see them, the carrots. They seem to be doing okay. There's a lot of munching going on. Not sure how these are going to fare. This in here, however, is looking damn good. I mean, I'm not an expert. In actual fact, Sarah's more of an expert than me, but seem to be doing okay. The potatoes, however, as I said earlier on, watching the video, they're looking very sorry for themselves. I think they've been got by the frost. That to me looks like they've got by the frost. If you know what that is, then please leave a comment, because we are still learning and we would love to know. But there is some new growth on there, so Sarah's asked me to earth them up, but be as quick as I can, because she doesn't want this to open up too much, because she doesn't want anything getting in there. So that's the plan. So I'm going to earth these up, and then hopefully we'll get something out of them. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, I do think that's probably where it's got, because a little bit of a frost the other morning, so maybe it's the frost, I don't know. But please leave a comment down below so we know, because we're still learning. You can see all these down here where they've gone all skinny and funny, but then on the other hand we've got some new leaves coming. Right, so I'll get on and earth these up, and then that'll be it, my lovelies, until next week. And obviously we've got all these patches here dug over, which I dug. It's looking quite nice and neat and tidy now. And then still nothing happening in these beds here where Sarah's put stuff. So we'll wait and see what happens. I don't know what some of this stuff is, but we'll see. It looks like there's stuff coming there, but that could just be grass. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to leave it and see what happens. But this end of the allotment looks a bit messy, and this end of the allotment looks lovely. I do love a nice dug over bed. It is lovely. It was the very first bed we dug and planted. Even got some little raspberries on our raspberry tree. I'm going to get some wire between these two posts, that post there and that post there, and then hopefully train that along there. But I need to get some wire. But yeah, looking pretty good. Some nice new buds on there. So it looks like I need to get the actual thing, wire across there pretty soon, so I can start training these new buds. And then I think I'm just going to cut this bit off, because it's completely dead anyway. and that'll be water will be sucking out of there, not in there. So yeah, so there we go. It's turned out a nice day now. The sun's out. It's lovely. It's lovely and warm now. We had a scarecrow festival last weekend. We weren't here obviously because we was away in Blackpool, as you know, not last weekend, the weekend before. But yeah, that's the remnants of a scarecrow. Anyway, lovelies, we'll see you next week on the allotment, and by that time it should all be back to normal. And Sarah will be back on the allotment with you, and you won't have old me. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit, guys.